So when you moved here from Australia, well, first of all, had you ever visited the States before you moved here? Ever since you moved to Australia?
To be honest, I came here before I came to live out here. I was on my way to Canada to play for the All American under 20s team. We went to go play against Canada to. It was kind of like a trial to make it to the Trophy Cup, but unfortunately we didn't win. So, and then I came to visit throughout places to travel to Canada, and then that was my first time coming to the States.
Can you kind of take us through that journey, like where you went, what you experienced along the
Oh
way?
yeah, sure. I started from back home to Cali over here. So the family I'm staying with, I only stayed over there for one night, and then the next morning I flew over to San Francisco. I stayed with my uncle over there for one night, and then I flew a joint flight from there to Seattle, then Canada. And then after I played in Canada, I flew from there to Utah. I stayed there for a month, and then that was my journey on the rugby.
Did they have you set up with like a host family or anything in Utah? Like what was that living situation like?
I have family in Utah,
Oh.
so yeah, so that was kind of easy for me to go stay out there for a month.
And then from Utah you came back here?
Yeah.
Okay. And then how long between you moving back here and you going to Mount Sac, was that a pretty quick transition, or did it take some time for you to figure out where to go?
Actually, after I came here, I stayed here for a while. Then I went back home. I went to go finish off my rugby season because that journey was around the beginning of spring. So I went back home to finish my season, rugby season, and then I found out it didn't turn out well. So before the new year came, or after the new year came, that's when I moved out here, and then came to Mount Sac.
And you said you have family like pretty close to here?
Yeah, it's not that close. It's 45 minutes away.
And were you staying with them first before you
Yeah.
came out here?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know them well, or was that like kind of a weird adjustment?
It was a weird adjustment. I never was close to them. Only heard from them like through Facebook and photos that my parents showed me and stuff.
How was it like relating to people when you got here and lived here full time, relating to people in the U.S.?
It was kind of hard to relate to people, because everyone was like really used to the American lifestyle, and I was too used to the Australian one. And then luckily there were some boys that came over from Hawaii, and they're all Tongan, so I'm Tongan as well. So we all I kind of related to them through the Tongan culture.
Yeah.
And then I met with some other boys, Samoans, like through just the Polynesian culture. And then I kind of like spread to the whole football team. And then now I'm just used to like everyone right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said you live across the street?
Yeah. At the Heights with the boys.
How much of the football team lives there?
Oh, and to be honest, like majority of the football team lives there. Our football team kind of contains a lot of players from out of state. There's really few that's from over here in Cali.
And how's that living situation?
To be honest, living with the boys, it's tough. Cause I don't pay rent because I only stay there for some days, due to classes, and then I'll go back to my family, all the way in Miraloma. But then I use my money to help them with like the small necessities, like as in food or like detergent for like laundry and stuff like that, or the things they really need. Yeah, that's what I'm really there for.
Are those apartments over there, they're like pretty packed, or is it kind of a tight living situation?
For the football boys, they tend to try and. Oh, I don't know if it's all the same, but for us, we kind of like compact a lot of boys into one apartment because they set rules to how much you have to have in each apartment. So a two bedroom apartment, you gotta have 5. Then a three bedroom apartment, you gotta have 7. Right now we have like 9, cause it's kind of hard with financially. The boys, some of the boys don't have financial aid, so it's kind of tough for them to make the rent. So all the boys are trying to look for jobs in the school or out of school. Yeah, it's kind of tough.
And there's 9 of you. Is that in a 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom?
2 bedroom.
9 people in a 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
Are there ever any like fights or anything? Just people being too close together for too long?
To be honest, the boys I live with, we're kind of grateful for whatever we have. We're just grateful. They're grateful that they have something to live under, like a roof and somewhere to stay at. Because it was kind of hard for them to find somewhere to live due to the rent wise. So yeah, we're pretty much grateful for whatever.
And you guys make these sacrifices just to come here because of like Mount Sac, because of the Mount Sac reputation, or is this more of a thing that you kind of have to do at any college that you were going to go to?
To be honest, we kind of took this sacrifice. Majority of us boys, if you ask any of them, will probably answer the same thing. The sacrifices we make is pretty much for wherever we come from or for our families back home, mostly for those who come from out of state. Then you got boys who, you have all the boys come here not only for the reputation, but also because the reputation of what our coaches have, being in the top conference and the way they teach the boys how to play and stuff like that, and the way how the school, the education wise is kind of high quality.
How'd you hear about Mount Sac? Did you hear about it in Australia, or what? How'd you come?
I heard it when I came for my first visit on the way to Utah. Because when I went to Utah, I had my rugby highlights out, and one of the coaches in Utah asked me to go visit their school, BYU, BYU Provo. I went to go visit them, and he showed me around, and he was introducing me to the coaches and stuff. And then at the end of the visit, he asked me if I was interested to play football. And then I was like, hey, I'm interested because they were kind of known for their football as well. And they had rugby as well, so that's why I was kind of interested. I thought I could play both. Yeah. But then I told him, that's when I told him that I'll go finish my season off. And then after the season finished, you could say that it didn't turn out well. So my parents asked him how I could start my football journey. Then he turned me over to a coach in Weaver State, and to ask him what he thought of how I could start. And then he turned to one of the coaches over here in Mount Sac. He was saying that, this guy is probably one of the best coaches that I could ever meet and stuff like that. So I came over here, met him, and then that's how I started here in Mount Sac.
What do you want to do moving on? Like, do you have a transfer college in mind?
To be honest, I don't really care what college I go to. At least anything I'll be very grateful for. Obviously, all the football players will just want a full ride scholarship. That's it. Yeah, so I don't really mind.
What's your major? Is it kinesiology?
I'm still undecided, but I'm leaning towards mechanical engineering and design technology. But right now, my AA, I'm trying to get it in communications.
What do you want to do with the technology and mechanical stuff?
Because I like to fiddle with like mechanical stuff. Yeah. And with the design technology wise, I like the way how people like plan on the computers and stuff. You know how they do housing plans and stuff like that? Yeah, kind of like that stuff. Yeah.
When people first hear you talk, do they know you're Australian, or do they not know?
Man, I get this all the time, for real. When I talk to someone, I see their face, they're like a little gaze, like they're not even paying attention. And then I was like, did you even hear what I just said? And then that person's like, the first response, where are you from? Like I was like, you didn't hear what I just said to you, did you? And then she's like, no, but where are you from? So then I just tell him, and then it just goes to my subject to just Australia. Yeah.
You ever mess with people and just go, I'm from here?
Nah, I don't, to be honest, because then they'll go, oh, this guy's from Australia. I love his accent. I get that a lot. For real. I actually met someone today before coming here. She was like, oh, I love your accent. So I was like, oh yeah, I gotta rush over to somewhere right now.
So do you have any plans for like trying to go pro?
To be honest, that's the point right now. I'm just trying to, because this is my last year, so I'm trying to go all out. I'm even trying to try out a new position, kick-off return, try and use my rugby skills on that. But yeah, all of us are just trying to make it big.
So will you still be here in fall for the next season, or are you transferring after this semester?
I think I might be here until winter.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know, seeing how my ed plan goes.
Wait, did you say you wanted to return kicks, like receive them and run?
Yeah,
with them?
you know the kickoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to return and run it.
Did you tell the coach that already or what?
Oh, not yet, but I'm
usually,
planning to.
They usually put like little dudes there, but you're like a defensive end. So.
Hey, who's listening to this? Everyone?
Oh, right now it's just recording.
Oh, I don't care anymore. To be honest, our last season's kickoff returner is only like one of them, the way he ran.
Yeah.
But all the others, all I got from their running is just they run it straight and then to the sideline. That was it. I didn't see no jukes or anything. What's the point? So I'm gonna go try out for it.
Yeah. It's the spirit.
Nah.
Any fun stories? Any?
Oh, fun stories.
Like, is there like wild parties at the Heights or stuff like that, or what? Or you can't say that?
Yeah, it seems like something that you might have to keep secret.
Yeah, I think I have to keep that one secret.
I actually did want to ask you a little bit about like your influences though, like who you look up to the most, who you look up to in sports, who you look up to outside of sports. Do you have any family members that you emulate, try to look up to at all?
To be honest, I know everyone, even mostly sports, like student athletes like us. I know everyone has like a favorite player. To be honest, I don't have one. The person that influences me the most is my mom. She's kind of in like a tough situation right now. She still works. She just does office work. But the thing is that she has like arthritis throughout her body. But even though she has that, she still tries to provide for our family. So I guess I'm trying to like pay her back with what I'm trying to do over here. So whenever I call her, it's kind of like a reminder for me of why I'm out here and why I'm doing this. Yeah, that's pretty much.
How often do you get to talk to her?
I try and call her every day. Just to check up and see how everyone's doing back home and stuff like that, because it's kind of hard having them not here, because I'm still kind of not close to the family. I stay out here. My family back home is pretty much the closest I get. That last season just passed, they came out for our season to watch some of my games, and like I went all out, and apparently the coaches, they started using jokes on me. They said, oh, you start to play good when your family comes out. So they're like, oh, so I'm gonna take a photo of your family members and just crop their heads and give it to people in the crowd to hold it up. And I was like, okay, that's the worst joke I've heard in my life. But yeah, I guess having them out here, it kind of motivated me even more. They're doing the same thing this season as well. They're gonna come out here and they're gonna come visit and watch me play again. So yeah.
Are your parents still together?
Yeah.
And how many brothers and sisters do you have?
Well, people look at Polynesian families like as a big family. Mine's not that big. I only have I'm the oldest, so I have 2 little brothers and 1 little sister.
Okay.
Have any of them asked you about America or not really?
Oh yeah, they always ask me about America. They be like, "Oh, have you tried this? Have you tried that? Have you been there? Have you been there?" And then I'll be like, "Nope, haven't been to any of them."
Everything costs a lot of money.
Oh heck yeah. Oh nah. To be honest, over here is cheap.
Compared to
real,
Australia?
it's cheap.
For real? So.
It's cheap compared to Australia. So I'm just over there buying, those brisks. Yeah, they're like $1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I buy like 5. And the boy's like, damn, that's expensive. I was like, damn, this is cheap for me. So I was just making use of that.
When you first got here, like, what foods did you want to try? Like, what type of foods did you like the most?
I had to go to the Mexican food. And that was bomb.
That's the place to go for California. For
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think we...
Yeah, we're gonna run out of time, out of space here. So.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you so much
Hey,
for coming in. We really
anytime.
appreciate it.